You guys actually said hi back to me. That's great. Last night they did. They looked like they'd never heard a man speak English before. I was really confused. My name is Joe Pedoto. I'm from a small suburb of Houston, Texas. And I need to know, did anyone here ever have a fake ID by round of applause? Yeah? Nice. We found our party people over there. You look like a party person, sir. No, I never would have known where to get a fake ID. I wouldn't have even known who to talk to get a fake ID. Like, I would know who to talk to get like a bangin' Bed Bath & Beyond coupon, you know? Like 20% off the whole purchase? Alright, that's just one item, okay. But when it comes to fake ID, I wouldn't even know who to talk to. So I asked some friends who had fakes. I said, where did y'all get yours? And they said that they would use like their older siblings' fake ID as their ID as their fake. And I was like, oh, that's so smart because you already look alike, you have the same last name. Personally, I don't think it would work for me. I feel like I'd show up to the club or the bar and the bartender look at the ID, look up at me, he'd say, well, it says here that you have brown eyes, but I'm clearly seeing blue eyes. And I try and talk my way in, you know, be like, oh, they have those color changing contacts. And he's like, okay. And then he says, well, it also says here that you're 4'10", and clearly you're not. And I was like, oh, you know how like sometimes you take a picture and things look smaller, but now they're bigger? I was like, that's like me. And he's like, ugh, I just don't see it, Kimberly. I don't have any brothers. I only have sisters. I have 2 older sisters, and they are so funny to me. They crack me up constantly. Growing up in the household, we had 2 very strong ethnicities present. My dad is 100% Italian. He's like 100% Italian Catholic. Thank you so much. The tribe appreciates it. I don't know. You paid your dues this month. I don't know. And then my mom is 100% Jewish. Yeah, so no matter what I did, there was guilt either way. So, both sides. And it was very funny growing up Jewish and Italian together. It means that, for one, I'm really, really hairy. It's unfortunate. Like, it requires constant maintenance, and if you're a hairy person and you don't know what to do about it, I'm just going to share with you what worked for me. And that's it. That is, I just found a really cool PetSmart. And they take good care of me. They're so sweet. They're really very, very kind to PetSmart. Her name's Jessica. I get up, I crawl on the little thing. She clips my nails. She takes care of the back. She does all that. She keeps my hair nice and shiny. She's so sweet. Love her. No, but so growing up Italian, Jewish, very hairy, for one. Number 2, it means that I was super, super conflicted during World War II. And lastly, it means that I've got a great credit score, so anyone looking after me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, I should clarify. I was not alive during World War II. But my sisters, they kind of take after the Jewish and Italian. So one of my sisters, her name's Kimberly, she looks super, super Italian. She's got like the dark hair, the almond-shaped eyes and all that. And then my other sister, she's like the flip side of it, you know what I mean? And there's no nice way to put it, so I'm just gonna say it. She looks like she wrote Anne Frank's diary, you know what I mean? She's got a schnoz, if you will. She knows it too. She's got a big nose, y'all. I told her, I was like, hey Heather, I'm gonna make fun of your nose on stage. And she's like, well, what are you gonna say? And I said, and I'll tell people that like when we would have parties, you know, we'd put you right by the front door so that guests could come and hang their coats on your nose. Yeah, that's what I told her. And she said, well, joke's on you, because the coats would slide all the way down to the floor. Yeah, she's aware of how big her nose is, y'all. She knows, she gets it. And I could feel some of you turning away from me at this point. You're like, I don't know, he's kind of digging into his family a lot. I just want y'all to know that she just got engaged, which is pretty cool. And so that means that someone can love her. So, yeah, so we can make fun of her. Isn't that great? It's so fun. I love it. And I did tell her the whole thing. She knows I say everything about that. And if y'all saw how easily this girl could open up a walnut, you would not feel bad. She just gets in it, right there. Doesn't even need a little squeezy thing. She is so good. And if you guys don't get that joke, I want you to look up what parrots can do with their beak. Because opening up nuts and seeds is at the top of that list. It certainly is. Just a little education with your comedy tonight, in case you didn't know. Yeah, don't feel bad. I absolutely love my siblings. One of my siblings is a hypochondriac. I'm not going to say which one, because they get a little testy about this story. They like it, but they get testy. One of them's a hypochondriac. Y'all know what a hypochondriac is? Yeah? It's like if you don't know and you're just too ashamed to admit it. It's like... It's like when you can read something and then convince yourself that you have that illness. And my sister is like that 100%. So she, one time, had really bad abominable pains. Wait, that's not right. That's a snowman. No, she had really bad abdominal pains. And she did what any sane person would do. She typed all her symptoms into WebMD and just like went with it. And so she called a family meeting when she figured out what she had. This was a family meeting. It was like a meeting of the small council. Everyone was there. I was there. My father was there. My two sisters were there. My late mother was there. Yeah, she's not dead. She just never showed up on time. It's like 5 o'clock means 5 o'clock. Yeah. But we were all there, and we were sitting around that dining room table that's always set, but you never eat at. You know what I'm talking about? It's set because you're like, I wish we could be this beautiful, picturesque family, but you never eat around it because you're all monsters inside, you know? Yeah. And you don't touch it because then you have to wash it because the oils from your skin got on stupid fabric, and then the fingerprints show, and then, you know, you're just like, Mom, stop. Anyway, so my sister has us all gathered there, and she says, the reason I've gathered you here today is that I have prostate cancer. My dad spit out his sweet tea that he was drinking because we're from Texas and stereotypes are true, but he spit out his sweet tea, and then I had to look at her and I said, Kimberly, I wasn't supposed to say which sister. I said, and it doesn't matter, cat's out of the bag, it was Kimberly. I said, Kimberly, you don't have prostate cancer. You don't have a prostate. And of course, she's a smart enough hypochondriac to have thought of this, you know? She's like not stupid. So she looked it up, she's like, you don't know, some women are born with prostates. And y'all are all gonna feel so bad when I die of prostate cancer. And I was like, Kimberly, you don't have a prostate. We would know if you have a prostate because you'd have like a mustache or something. And granted, she did have a mustache because we're Italian, but that was a whole separate thing. She waxed it, so it wasn't there. To be fair, my other sister also, like Heather, waxes her mustache too, but it's because she likes the handlebar look with it. Yeah, whatever. Again, someone can love her, so it's fine. You don't have to feel bad about laughing. I want to do some impressions. Can I do some impressions for y'all? Yeah? Oh, look at y'all. You guys are so sweet. This first impression I'm going to do is a John Wayne impression. Yeah, this is John Wayne, and he's telling his college roommate that their apartment is too small. Okay, so it goes, this here apartment ain't big enough for the two of us. So my next impression, okay? My next impression is a Matthew McConaughey impression. Yeah, this is Matthew McConaughey agreeing to the terms of a lease. Yeah? So he says, okay, great, where do I sign? And so this next impression I have, is an impression of Sylvester Stallone. And it's Sylvester Stallone, and he's trying to get his friend's attention because his mouth had just been stung by bees. So he goes, "Yo, Adrian! Bees!" So his next impression I have, next impression is an impression of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Are y'all familiar with who that is? Sure, alright. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. And so his next impression you thought that one was gonna be bad too? No, I only have one good impression I do, and it's Stitch. This next impression though is an impression of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, but now he's at marriage counseling. Things went south, so he says, "Ohana means family, and family means don't sleep with my brother." So this next impression, it's getting real, y'all. Alright, this next impression is an impression of Sean Connery, and he's going door to door selling medicated foot creams. And so he says, "Excuse me, could I interest you in some bond? Some gold bond?" So this next impression, stop it. Don't stop. Please don't stop. This is all we have. Stay in school, kids. This very last impression I'm going to do is an impression of Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's portraying Jack from the Titanic. But it's about like 3 hours into the movie, okay? So this is Leo portraying Jack, 3 hours in. Thank you, that's so sweet. Y'all get it, you saw the end. Does not end well. People said it was a good movie, but it made me sad. Anyway, let's see, what are we working with? I want to make fun of my voice a little bit. People like to make fun of my voice very often. It happens constantly. A lot of times I'll hear people ask me if I'm feeling okay, because I sound like I'm perpetually dying, I guess. I don't know. This is not apparently what healthy people sound like. I don't know. Someone said that my voice is the perfect blend of stoned and sarcastic. Yeah, I like that one. That was nice. But they told me that while I was on a cruise ship in front of my captain. So they were like, "Come, drug test right now. Let's go. I passed, but it was very nerve-wracking. And someone told me once, they said that my face looks like my voice is putting it to sleep. Yeah, this is as wide as my eyes open. I can try, but it hurts. And then someone also told me, they said, "You know how some people undress you with their eyes?" They said, "I feel like Joe undresses me with his voice." Yeah, I got super uncomfortable after that. I said, "Vice Principal Higgins, you can't say that. You can't." They fired him, but unrelated. I'm gonna do some magic tricks for y'all. Can I do a magic trick? Hey, turn up. Alright, so I'm gonna do a very, very dangerous trick, alright? This is very dangerous, and I will need absolute silence for this trick to work, okay? I'm going to attempt to do the impossible. I have a ping pong ball right here, and I'm going to make it disappear right before your very eyes, okay? If you blink, you might miss it. On the count of 3, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh! He just made that ping pong ball disappear. Like magic. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how does he do it? Well, a good magician never reveals his secrets. Now you may be saying to yourself, just saying, wow, Joe, this is really good. But you know what would be even better? Is if you could make 2 ping pong balls disappear. Can he make 2 ping pong balls disappear? Well, let's find out. Ping pong ball number 2. Now this trick is very dangerous, and I do need absolute silence for this trick to work. On the count of 3, this ping pong ball gonna vanish. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh! He just made no one but ping pong ball disappear. Like magic. Now, as you can see, I have nothing hidden up my sleeves. You may be saying, you're saying, Joe, this is so impressive. But you know what would be even more impressive? Is if he could make 3 ping pong balls disappear. Can he make 3 ping pong balls disappear? No! No! He can't! But, you know what I can do? Can you bring up the basketball? I'm just kidding. I don't know where you thought that was gonna go. But I can assure you, it would not fit. But here's what I can do. I can make 2 ping pong balls reappear. Yeah. Look away, folks. Viewer discretion is advised. It's not pretty. This trick is very dangerous. And if you need absolute science for this trick to work. And absolute science for this trick to work. You try talking with balls in your mouth. I'm just kidding. Look at you. You know how. Sexual. I'm a sexual being. Anyway, I'll never say that again. Anyway, on the count of 3, the ping pong balls will reappear. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Thank you so much. I want to tell a quick little story about the first time I ever did that. I was alone in my bathroom. I was alone in the home, no one was there. And so I had just bought ping pong balls for the first time, and I put the first one in, and it went in really easily. It was left cheek. I was like, this is so simple. And then I put the second one in, and it went in the right cheek. And I was like, all right, I got this. This is also how I found out I could only do 2, by the way. I put the third one in, and if you're following along at home, where's the only place for that third one to go? It's right in the middle, yeah. Yeah, someone once yelled out, in your butt. And then I said, Vice Principal Higgins, I thought we asked you to leave. Come on, sir. But no, so it was in there, and I took a breath to deliver my next line, and I inhaled, and I instantly started choking on that ping pong ball. And I was hardcore choking, real bad. And so I had the bathroom vanity right in front of me, and so I was just trying to do the Heimlich on myself, just pushing the ball up. The ball finally popped out, and I just knew that would have been the most embarrassing way to die. Alone, in my bathroom, choking on my own balls, y'all. And with the basketball shoved halfway up my butt. It just wouldn't have worked, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, y'all. My name is Joe Pedoto. Please give it up for your host.